As a baker, I know how important it is to follow a recipe. You have to make sure that you have the correct ingredients. If you don't measure it correctly, your whole recipe or your cake, whatever you're making, can completely be thrown off. So I'm just gonna go ahead and teach you how to use some of the measuring cups. Now here we have a liquid measuring cup. This is for liquid ingredients and this is for dry ingredients. And we also have measuring spoons. So first I'm gonna go ahead and teach you how to use the measuring cups. We have a bowl of flour. Now before we actually use the measuring cup, flour tends to get packed in. So we're gonna go ahead and incorporate some air with a whisk. So we're just gonna go ahead and mix it in. We're gonna break up any clumps or lumps that it might have inside and make it really, really fine. All right, once we break all these up, we can go ahead and start measuring. Most recipes require sifted flour. You don't wanna scoop it in because all it will do is get compact again. So we're gonna have a spoon and we're actually gonna spoon everything in. So first we're gonna end up sifting it. We have a bowl with our strainer. We're gonna actually scoop in the flour. It's okay if it makes mess, it's not a big deal. Clean it up later. So once we're done scooping in, you wanna get it all into the cup. Again, don't wanna pack it in. Once we think we have enough, we're gonna take an offset spatula. So we're gonna do a gentle tap on the top. Once you get all the edges full of flour, we're gonna just gently level it off. It should be completely flat on the top. All right. Then we're gonna go ahead and put it in our strainer and just gently tap our strainer. Now, if it's taking too long or if there's more clumps or lumps in there, you're gonna go ahead and just take your spoon and just kind of scrape the bottom until all the flour gets completely out of the strainer. It goes through. All right, and that's basically it. Then now you have some sifted flour. So now that's with our dry ingredients. All right, next we're gonna go ahead and measure out liquid ingredients. Again, when you're measuring this out, normally your ingredient's going to always level itself off. And just to confirm that it's at the right measurement, you're gonna go down, we're gonna look at our line and get onto eye level and make sure it's completely where it needs to be. So here I've measured out 2 cups. Now, another ingredient we tend to use is a lot of shortening and butter. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to measure that out. We're gonna take a dry measuring cup. We don't wanna use the liquid because then it doesn't level itself out. So we're gonna use some shortening here and we're gonna go ahead and scoop it in. Now, you do wanna pack this. The shortening, shortening, peanut butter, yogurt, you wanna push it down. So you're gonna go ahead and just put the shortening into your cup. Again, making sure it gets each edge of your cup. All right, so we're gonna just pack it in, making sure it's all into every edge. And then again, take an offset spatula and kind of scrape it off. Now lastly, we're gonna show you how to use the measuring spoons. Here we have some flour, and just like the measuring cups, we're gonna take this one, you can actually just spoon it through and use an offset spatula again, or a knife, and scrape it right through. All right, perfect. Now you know how to measure. Just make sure that you do follow these simple tips and you'll always get the best results.